Hello, fellow Nigerians. My name is Dr. Nicolas Felix, Presidential Aspirant of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under ABP, or Blended Party. I came out to run for president because enough of complaining. Somebody has to do something. I came out to run for Nigeria to bring safety. Nigeria is not safe. People go to bed with one eye closed. People have to hire extra security just to be safe. Many people are leaving the country not just because of unemployment, because the country is not safe. My number one agenda when I become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 2019 is to bring safety to Nigeria. Nigeria will be safe again. I can assure you and I can promise you, I'm the one man that can clean up Nigeria when it comes to safety. Safety is a big deal for me. And one of the reasons I've always preferred living abroad than Nigeria is not because of the unemployment. I can stay here, also make it. But because Nigeria is not safe. When we build houses today, we are like prisoners inside our own houses. We have gotten to the extent now where we are using power voltage in our fences. Even when you go to prison yards, they don't have power voltage in their prisons. But many of us, despite our fancy homes, despite our beautiful mansions, you see us, the fences are so high. Why? Because everybody is afraid. I can promise you this. When I become president, Nigeria will be safe again. The rate of unemployment is alarming when it comes to Nigeria. Hence, many youth are going into robbery, kidnapping, ritual. Every kind of stuff is going on. We need to be able to create a conducive atmosphere so that foreign investors, people can start coming to Nigeria to invest. Let me say this to you. There is no country on earth, not America, not Great Britain, not Canada, not Germany, that has the ability or the capacity to employ all her citizens. How then do we create jobs? Every now and then you hear politicians tell you, when I become governor, when I become president, I'm going to create 5 million jobs. It's a lie. The president has no power to create 5 million jobs. The federal government will not be hiring people because they want to reduce unemployment. What do? We need to be able to invite foreign investors to come to Nigeria to begin to build factories, companies that will in turn employ people and reduce the rate of unemployment. Now, this brings me back to my first agenda, security. How many investors want to come to a country to invest when they know the country is not safe? Right in New York, the place where I buy my suits, the man is an Egyptian man. When he heard I was going to Nigeria to run for president, you need to see the way he was begging me. He was telling me, please don't go. Nigeria is not safe. I love you, brother. They're going to kill you. It's not safe. A foreigner, an Egyptian man is telling me in Nigeria not to go back to my own country. Is it that man now you want me to tell to come to Nigeria to invest? How will a man who is preventing me from going back to my country come to that same country to invest? Until Nigeria is safe, foreign investor will not trust us. We must fix security so that we can invite foreign investors. Let me give you a perfect example. When you go to Kano, Kano has one of the best leathers in the world. I didn't say in Nigeria, in the world. When you go to Italy, there's one thing Italians are known for. Italian shoes, Italian belt. Last year in November, I went to Italy. I got a whole box of Italian shoes. And I said to myself, wow, Kano would have been synonymous to Italy. But guess what? All our leaders in Kano, they have turned them to more that we eat. How many people now can you tell to go to Kano to build a factory to produce leather shoes, to produce leather beds, leather bags? How many? Will you take your money and go to Kano to invest? The only reason you will not go is not because the materials are not there. Because you rest assured that the place is not safe. And that is why we must fix safety. Once safety is fixed, unemployment rate will go down. Why? People will begin to invest. Jobs will begin to come. A lot of our youth will begin to work. And the economy will begin to blossom again. Safety is my number one. Unemployment must be fixed. And I'm proposing that we will give every primary school and secondary school free education. I went to school in America. I never paid school fees. Today I have a doctorate degree. I never paid school fees. Why? Because the society, the system created the avenue for me to be able to go to school. Probably if I was still in Nigeria, I don't know if I would have been able to get to where I am now academically. I'm proposing free education for every government institution in the primary and the secondary. And for the universities and polytechnic, I'm proposing financial aid. This was what I got when I was in America. When my financial income could not handle it, America paid for me. They gave me money for my school fees. They gave me money for my books. As a matter of fact, my leftover from the school fees they gave to me was what I used to buy my first car in 2005, February. That's what I'm proposing. There are people who are smart. Nigerians are the smartest. I can tell you that. Many times I got 4 points even in school, dominating people from different nations. Why? Because we are smart, but we need to be empowered. Free education for every primary and secondary school. Now, for those who are in universities, we'll be able to have a system where we can verify your income. You shouldn't be deprived of education because your parents cannot afford it. You shouldn't be deprived of education because you came from a poor background. It shouldn't be only the rich that their kids will be educated in this country. We need to be able to afford free education for every government, primary and secondary school. Healthcare system, there's a law I'm going to pass. It's going to be against the law for any hospital to reject an emergency case because they have no deposit. Life is more valuable than money. For any hospital, for any doctor to prevent or reject medical treatment for any emergency situation, it will be against the law. Not only will that doctor lose his or her license, that doctor could be in prison. The next question is, the doctors will say, how are we going to pay for it? Of course, at the end of the year, you can write it off your taxes. Why? We must prevent life. The life of Nigerians must become valuable again. The life of Nigerians must become something that the government holds dearly. I'm proposing that there will be financial system whereby the elderly ones can get free medication. Every retired civil servant can get free medication and free healthcare system in this great country, Nigeria. And listen to this. The way some of us treat our retired civilians, our retired people who have worked so hard, is appalling. One of the reasons, years ago, as a young boy in Nigeria, I used to sell egg. At the end of the month, there's a place in Council or in Aochi. That's where all the retired civil servants come to collect their salary. The way they were treated, I grew up saying to myself, I will never retire. When I got to America, I was working. They gave me a retirement plan. I rejected it. You know why? I saw the way those guys were treated. And I said to myself, this is what retirement is all about. I don't want to retire even when I'm 100 years old. We need to fix it. And that's why I've come out to cause a change. Retired people must get their benefits again. Now, vote for me, Dr. Nicolas, for president, Federal Republic of Nigeria 2019. Under the political party, All Blended Party, ABP. I promise you, with the whole of my heart, that Nigeria will be safe again. Thank you.